So you're basically saying, watch my movie or you're racist, right? Fuck you. Welcome back to Orange Hat Reviews, everyone. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. Viola Davis says that audiences who don't see The Woman King are supporting the narrative that black women can't lead the box office globally. Fuck you. What you're essentially saying is that if you don't support this movie, you're a racist. And I am sick and tired of that bullshit trope being pushed by Hollywood. Oh, you don't like our movie? You're a racist. You don't like the way we do things in movies because we're erasing white characters and making them black? You're a racist. If you don't like how we're constantly race swapping and gender swapping, you're a racist and sexist. If you don't like this or that simply because of diversity, or forced diversity rather, you're a racist. That's their constant go-to. But anyway, let's go into this. According to Viola Davis, any audience member who declines to financially support The Woman King and see the film in theaters is supporting a narrative that black women cannot lead the box office globally. Set in the historical kingdom of Dahomey, which I did cover the real truth behind Dahomey at the time, folks, in another video. I put the card up there before, or I'll put one up there now. Anyway, sorry. Now modern day Benin. During the opening years of the 1820s, The Woman King tells a fictionalized version of the 1823 Dahomey Revolt, focused on General Naniska Davis, is played by Davis, and her all-female Agoji warriors as they fight to liberate their state from subordination under the rival Oyo Empire. Despite the real-world Dahomey Kingdom having heavily participated in that era's Atlantic slave trade, where they were sending slaves, they were selling slaves, they were being sent over to America. BLM, where are you guys on this film? Why aren't you going after this film? Oh, because Black Lives Matter only if you want them to matter in certain instances, right? But anyway, slavers would regularly take humans from neighboring tribes by way of war or specifically targeting restocking raids and either selling them off to the Europeans or keeping them as personal property, with the practice only coming to an end thanks to the intervention of the British Navy. Yeah, a bunch of white people ended the slavery of the Dahomey. Reviews of the soon-to-be-released film indicate that The Woman King will handle the subject of depicting its protagonist, General Naniska, or Nansika, whatever her name is, as a leading voice in the opposition of the practice, when it was very clear in reality that the Dahomey were slavers, not anti-slavery. However, regardless of the particular stain on the kingdom's history, many reviewers have taken to lauding the film as a highlight of black excellence. Holy shit. So apparently, this movie is black excellence. Being slavers, or portraying slavers who sold slaves to American slave owners, who portrayed playing characters that would brutally kill people, chopping off their heads, their genitals, ripping off their lower jaws. That's black excellence, folks. According to people who don't know real history. With comparison to Marvel's Black Panther regularly being tossed around in general conversation. One such media personality was Tyrone Edwards, a current co-host of the Canadian entertainment talk show E-Talk, who not only praised the film directly to Davis during its September 12th premiere and the Toronto International Film Festival, but also inquired as to her thoughts on how audiences can help prevent the hype surrounding The Woman King and other black-led movies from being just a moment. I was talking to your co-star, Lashana Lynch, said Edwards, and she said, I'm tired of these black movies just being a moment. And for some reason, she felt like this isn't just a moment. This can be the new normal going forward. That wasn't just what I planned to ask you today, but that's just really resonated with me, he added before turning the question to Davis. What do you think about that in terms of moving forward and making this normal? Because this carpet feels different to me, and I've been doing this for a while. Suck up. Shell. Simp. Those words come to mind, but then again, that is part of your job, isn't it? To this, Davis replied, absolutely, I completely 100% agree. However, she did have one caveat, telling Edwards, but here's the thing I'm going to add to that. It'll just be a moment if people don't come see the movie. Okay, she continued, because you're sending a very clear message to a machine called Hollywood. Hollywood is interested in green. It just is. It is what I do. So if you don't come see the movie, then you're sending a message that black women cannot lead the box office globally. You are supporting that narrative, the double Suicide Squad star accused, and if you want to normalize it, come see the same way you would see Black Panther, Iron Man, Spider-Man, and any other movie that doesn't have any of us in it, or one or two of us in it. Really? So essentially, Woman King opens in theaters on September 16th. So essentially, you are saying that if we don't see your movie, we're somehow racist because we don't support black women and their endeavor to lead the box office globally. I have no problem with the movie of black characters leading a box office. But if that movie is about slavers in real life history that butchered people, stole children, sold them to the slavers in America, the slave owners there, and you're trying to portray them as somehow good people, I do have a problem with that. I also have a problem with you saying that I am somehow racist because I won't see your movie. Maybe the movie didn't fucking come to my area. Did you ever think of that? Maybe small town theaters that only have 2 screens can only show so many movies. And unfortunately, there is a lull of interest in your movie here. Nobody was interested. Because a lot of people are starting to get wise to Hollywood's act. And a lot of people in my area have actually gone through high school, learned about history, learned about even further history in college, where things like the Dahomey were slavers. We knew history going into this. As did you guys, apparently, because otherwise you wouldn't, or you look up the Dahomey tribe, you aren't going to see any sort of thing claiming anti-slavery. No. In fact, you're going to find a group of, or a tribe of people who stole children and sold children into slavery, cut off men's genitals and heads, ripped off their lower jaws in order to sell fear across an area that they were in, where they executed 4,000 people in their annual traditional Dahomey celebration. One year there was over 4,000 people killed in mass execution and human sacrifice. That's the tribe that is depicted in this film, and they're calling it Black Excellence. Wow. Folks, I'm sick and tired of being labeled as a racist for pointing out facts or just not having any interest in movies with identity politics as the narrative instead of a good storytelling narrative. I'm getting sick and tired of being labeled ists and phobes because these movies are pushing agenda and indoctrination over entertainment and escapism. I am so sick of it. So yeah, if this is the crap going forward, the new normal, I won't go see theater or go to the theaters to watch this drivel. If your job, or if you think that your job is to educate and indoctrinate, you shouldn't be an actor. You should be a teacher. Well, actually, no. Indoctrinate. You should be a dictator in order for that to happen. That doesn't belong in America. Anyway, folks, that's going to be the video. You all know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that jazz. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. What do you think of this bullshit from Viola Davis? That if you don't see our film, you're racist by not supporting a black woman's ability to lead the box office globally. Fuck you, Viola. Anyway, folks, this has been Orange Hat Reviews. Stay humble.